Hello? 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 I'm alive. I haven't seen my model in a bit, so I'm just kind of staring at it. But I'm alive, guys. I'm so tired. Oh wait, hold on, my stream. Let me refresh my stream real quick on my side. It says no data, so let me make sure it's actually properly being streamed. Okay, perfect, there we go. For a second I was like scared. I was like, oh my god, am I not actually streaming? Am I not actually live? Let me let me zoom out a little bit. Where's VTuber Studio? Here I am. But yeah, I'm finally live again after I think it's been like 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure it's been like maybe 2 weeks. Actually, no, I think more than 2 weeks technically. I think when was my last stream? I don't know when I last streamed, but I'm pretty sure my last stream was like two something weeks ago. I had mentioned, I think like my last stream that like I was gonna be gone for a bit because I had my plans to go to offkai, right? And which is really fun. I have a lot of things to say about offkai. Is very, very joyful, I would say. A very very pleasant experience. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. But I got COVID. I got COVID at offkai, which like sucked, but it's okay. I finally recovered. I'm finally alive, and I'm at my peak again, except for like a slight cough and a little bit of congestion, right? But I'm alive. Hello. But yeah, Turkey, hi. Second, howdy. Killer Kiayama, yeah, I'm like a plague rat. No, yeah, I got like too sick, basically. Here, let me change my screen a little bit, my screen orientation. There we go. Yeah, I was mad because I got sick after offkai. Basically, like literally, like right after offkai, I got like sickies. Kiayama's shoddy 4-3 immune system succumbed to the disease. What the hell? I have a strong immune system. First of all, I would like to think at least. I think I have. Here, let me move my model slightly to the side real quick. I think I have a pretty strong immune system, you know, like I'm not gonna lie. Wait, actually I'm so dumb. Hold on, let me move because I realize I'm moving my model on VTuber Studio when I should actually be moving it on OBS. Hold on, let me just, oh wait, that's chat. Hold on, sorry, let me put you guys back down. Let me just, there you go. Wait, hold on, plop, there we go. Okay, let me move the spout capture. There we go, perfect. I'm big brain. I'm a streamer, I know how to stream. But yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of fun at offkai. It just sucked that I got COVID, like literally, like, so how it worked, right, was Wednesday like was my first day of vacation basically, so I'm like in the city doing my thing, meeting up with friends, having the time of my life, right? And then offkai's on Friday, time of my life. Saturday, time of my life. Sunday, time of my life. And then Monday, like I take a nap and I wake up after my nap and I'm kind of like, oh, like cough, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's like a cold. Maybe it's like nothing crazy. Maybe I'm just like, you know, maybe it's just a little something, right? Like maybe it's something in my throat. Maybe I just slept wrong. I was sleeping under the vent too, so I was like, oh, maybe like it was like the AC or something, right? And yeah, I like start coughing, and then we end up going out, like me and like a couple other friends, right? We end up going out, and I think like halfway through, actually no, I think we're on our way to go get dinner, and I was like, I'm feeling low-key kind of feverish. Like, I'm not feeling like it wasn't full-blown fever, but I was definitely like, you know when you start getting a little hot and you're like, this isn't like a heat hot, this is like a, my body's kind of like warming a little too much, like global bodily warming, like global warming, but in your body, right? Sleeping under the bed, what? No. I slept under a vent, you know, like under like an AC vent. Giving Harry Potter a run for his money. What the? No. I did not sleep like no Harry Potter. Okay. And then what happened after? Oh, and then yeah, so like me and my other friends kind of were like, you know, we're also kind of feeling a little sick, you know. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's like the cold or something. Maybe we got like a cold. And then in my head I was like, maybe it's not a cold. Maybe it's COVID. We like, even though we're in the year of the big 25, maybe like there's a chance we got COVID, right? And I'm like, no, there's no way. I'm like, I'm vaccinated, you know. I got my microchips in me, so I'm like, I should be fine, right? And then we like get some COVID tests, and then we get back, and then I'm like, okay, maybe like, let's just me and some other of my friends take our test real quick to see like how we're faring, right? I take my test, I come out negative, and I'm like, oh, it's just the cold then. I'm fine. I just have a little bit of a cold. My friend takes the test, immediately positive. Immediately, like the test, like within 30 seconds of it, like it turns positive. We're like, and I'm like, oh no. And my other friend who's there, it's like three of us, we're like, he's also feeling sick, but we don't have enough COVID tests for all three of us, so he's like, oh, I'll just take it when I fly back home, right? And then like the next day, like everyone I hung out with, like all my friends, like at offkai, we all were like feeling sick, and we all tested positive. So like the next day I took another test. I was so mad. I was like, oh my god, there's no way I'm positive. I literally have to go to work, you know, like I have to like get money. I have to get that bag, you know. And so I have to tell my job basically, like once I get back to like officially like back home and everything, and I'm like, hey, cough, I'm sorry, but I got COVID. And thankfully they're very understanding, but I was like so scared. I was like, oh my god, what if they fire me? What if they're like, oh, we actually don't need Kiyama, you know, like this company can run very smoothly without her, you know, she could just go, you know, we don't need her, right? I was so scared, and I have this like paranoia that I'm gonna get fired at any moment. Like I don't know why, it's like embedded in my brain that I'm like, I'm gonna get fired. And I think it's because like I think I not that I do, but I have this feeling that I slack off in my head, and maybe I do, maybe I don't. I don't know. I feel like I judge myself harshly sometimes, but I'm scared they're gonna be like, oh yeah, like we actually don't need Kiyama. Like this, like we'll be fine. We'll actually save money by firing her. And so this whole time I was like, oh my god, like I need to get better. And then I think by Friday or like Thursday, I was like, you know, like I do feel a little lightheaded when I stand up, but my fevers are gone. My cough is kind of subdued. I just have mild congestion, you know, like I should be fine to go back to work, right? And I get a doctor's note, and the doctor's note is like, Killer Kiayama is okay to return back to work by whatever day Friday was, you know, by this date. Not a slacker, just an airhead. Maybe. It could be that. It could be. But I think that's even more grounds. Okay, actually no. What would you rather fire someone because they're a slacker, or would you rather fire someone because they're an airhead? I don't know which was better or which was worse. But yeah, and okay. I was like, where did I leave off? Yeah, and so the doctor writes me this note. I give it to my HR, and I'm like, don't worry, I can go back to work tomorrow, at least for tomorrow, so I can come back at least one day in the week, you know. And my HR literally goes like, don't come back if you're positive. I was like, okay. And I think I finally tested negative by like Sunday, and I was like, oh thank god, like, you know. But by that point I've already, like, today was my first day back. I've been basically gone from work for like 2 weeks pretty much. And it kind of felt weird coming back to work. I was like, oh my god, like, I'm here. I'm typing on my keyboard. And then, well, actually, no, what makes things worse too is I didn't even go back to like my regular workspace. Basically, my coworker had texted me on Friday, being like, "Hey, we're moving desks, by the way. Like, we're playing like musical desks, essentially. Like, they're just moving everyone around. So I got moved into like a completely different office room. Like, thankfully with like the same people I was working with before, but like a completely new space, right? And I don't know, it just threw me off today because I'm like, oh, I'm staring at a wall that I'm not used to staring. And my desk is in a spot where I'm not used to it being. And I'm trying to remember how to do my job. So it just kind of threw me. I mean, thankfully too, it's chill, but like it just really threw me off where I was like, am I at work? Is this real? But yeah. But before all the COVID stuff, at least, I can't talk. Offkai was so fun. It was really weird. I'm not gonna. So I've been to offkai like every year, basically. I went to offkai the first year because I saw that, I saw Points Left, Point Right. I saw Niji Sanji's Lazuli featuring Pomu Rainpuff and Lyra Pandora and Finana Ryugu were gonna be there and I was like, and they were gonna be doing a concert and a Q&A. And me as a Niji Sanji fan, I just could not like pass that I couldn't pass that up, right? I was like, I have to go whatever this. And it was like Gen 1 of offkai, I had no idea what the fuck it was, and I was like scrolling through Twitter and I had saw that they were gonna be there, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck this offkai is, but I gotta be there, I have to see them, right? And the tickets were really cheap, and I think I only went for one day, but it was really fun. Like it was really weird being there too, because this is like back in I think 2020, I think 2021, I'm pretty sure, right? Like that's 4 years, right? Like 2021. Hi Risu. Oh hi. We're playing musical desk is a crazy way so you got demoted. It's on demotion. No. I just got moved. I'm still doing my same job. I just got moved. But it doesn't matter as long as my paycheck stays the same. I don't care what they have me doing. Actually, no, I do care what they have me doing. But ultimately, as long as my paycheck stays the same, it's fine. I missed you. I missed you guys too. I wanted to stream a couple for like during when I was sick, but I didn't want to be like coughing in your guys' ears and being like, like I don't know, like I'm still a little congested even now. It's not like super bad, but I didn't want to like give you guys a virtual COVID or anything. But yeah, first year of offkai was really fun. Okay, let me like it's really crazy to have been able to experience offkai Gen 1 versus like offkai last week, basically, because like Gen 1 of offkai was at this like really small hotel, and there was maybe like I think 2 or 3 panel rooms, and like I think 1 vendor hall, basically, and the vendor hall was like tiny. It was like maybe at most like 20 vendors in there or something. It was very small. And I think there's like for sure there was probably like at least the day that I went. I don't remember if I went on a Friday or Saturday or something, but I remember there was like maybe like less than 100 people there. It was actually, I'm pretty sure it was like less than 100 people. Like it was not a lot of people. It was very like it was very very tiny. I can't emphasize how small it was, right? And I went by myself, right? Because I was like, at the time, I wasn't VTubing yet at the time, and VTubing was still kind of new. Like, and well, I don't mean kind of new. It was kind of emerging, I would say. Because 2020 is when like, all the Hololive girls started debuting, and I think 2021 is when I think Luxium. No. Yeah, I think Luxium and Niji Sanji had just debuted 2021. So like 2020, 2021 was like the year VTubing started popping off, like actually started popping off, right? So it was like weird to kind of like go there because it was still a thing that a lot of people weren't super into. Like it was still very like, I would still consider that like a very, very niche interest, right? Even though it was starting to grow popularity, I would say it was still extremely niche, like, and I don't know, it was very like interesting to be able to be there and just see like the amount of people that were also sharing the same interests as me. And I'm so like, I don't know, it's not much, but I'm so happy I got to see Lazulite live as well. Like obviously they're not live, like they weren't there, or like holograms or anything like they had at AX, but you know, like they were there like singing a live concert basically. And hearing Diamond City Lights like live was also like a spiritual experience, I would say. There was a guy even twerking next to me. Like he literally stood up on his chair, turned around, and started like shaking ass like at the screen, and I was like, what's happening, right? But it was so fun. And then hearing, because I'm a little bit of a Niji Sanji fan, right? So there's like a chant that Pomu Rainpuff introduced in the song Diamond City Lights, and you guys probably know it as like the Wotake like chant, like the idol chant, right? Where it goes like jeans over fire, fire wiper, you know, like tiger, tiger, right? Like I got introduced to that not through idols or Wotake. I got introduced by that through like Niji Sanji Pomu, because in the bridge of the song, like you start chanting like jeans over fire, fire wiper, you know the whole thing, right? And it's one thing hearing it on like the screen, like through a computer, earphones and everything, right? It's another thing being in a room with like for sure at least like 100 people, like always shouting that all together. It was, I don't know, it was crazy. Like it's such an amazing experience, I think, as like a first year at offkai. And then my second year going, I wasn't VTubing yet. I wanted to be a VTuber, but if I remember, I don't think I was VTubing yet. Or actually, I'm pretty sure I wasn't. I'm 99% sure I was. I'm trying to remember my timeline. Yes, year 1 of offkai, where everything was Kiayama size. What the heck? The true experience indeed. Was he caked up? Actually, no, he was. I'm not gonna lie, he was. He was like a very buff man. He was a very buff, like well-fit man. Like the amount of like okay, so you know how you hear like, oh, the Niji sisters, right? Because like Niji Sanji has a big female fan base, right? People don't realize Niji Sanji also has a very large male fan base. They're just a lot more quiet, right? They truly do have their like kami oshis, and they stick to their kami oshis, you know, like that's it. Like especially Rosemi, like Rosemi has so many, like her fan base called the Brosemis. Like that, I think it just shows how many guys are like in her fan base, right? And so since it was Lazulite, 3 girls, right, the room was filled with like a lot of guys, and it was legitimately so crazy to like be able to experience that. I don't know, I don't want to keep talking about it. Okay? I'm just gonna keep repeating myself, but genuinely, I think that was like one of the moments too where I was like, oh, I do want to be a VTuber. Like I do want to keep VTubing. I do want to be in the space. I do want to like keep up with these people. You know, like it was just one of those moments where like it really emphasizes to you like how much something you like is. You know, like I don't know. It was kind of spiritual, I would say. But maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me being too sentimental about it, right? But it was a really cool experience. And yeah, like then going to Gen 2, and Gen 2 was cool because like there was like definitely a lot more people and a lot of things to do. And it was really fun. I don't want to say I made a lot of friends, but I definitely got to know a lot of people at offkai. And the only reason I say I didn't make a lot of friends is because, like, you know, at the time I wasn't really a VTuber. There wasn't like a lot of like networking to be done, right? Because I'm not actually like VTubing, right? And then Gen 3, which was last year, I was officially VTubing at the time, and it was really cool actually getting to talk to everyone and giving out my business cards. There were a lot of moments though where I was like, oh man, like I'm just this. I think I only had like 25 subscribers at the time. Like I'm just this. Actually, no, I think I had less. I think I had just. I think if you guys, you know, some of you guys know about my like past stuff, right? But I think at the time I had debuted in April, and then yeah, I think I had debuted in April, like end of April, and offkai was like in like beginning of June or something. So, you know, I had, I think maybe like 10 subscribers. I think I was like so tiny, right? So giving my business card to someone is so nerve-wracking because you see all these other VTubers that have like, you know, like like thousands of followers, right, on Twitch or on YouTube or whatever, the like, you know, not Facebook, oh my god, old on Twitter, right? And you're kind of like, oh, here's my business card, nice meeting you, you know, and and then they look you up and you like have a couple, like, you know, a couple subscribers or like 20 followers on Twitter, right? Like it is a little like nerve-wracking, I think, but I don't know, I think it's so cool. Like there's a lot, I think you can like, there's a lot about like interacting with people like in person, especially like at offkai, that like I learned like throughout the years, basically. To be honest, after I started watching Hololive, I wanted to become a VTuber. Yeah, I think Hololive like influenced a lot of people to become VTubers, and it's cool, you know. It's Hololive really was the gateway to a lot of people to like learn, or like to not learn, but it was the gateway for a lot of people to be able to find like the confidence and inspiration to want to create content and not have to like have a face cam and not have to like VTubing. I don't want to get super preachy about it, right? Because everyone has their own experiences and their own mindset towards it. But I genuinely think that VTubing is one of the most creative ways to stream. Just because like it's so artistic and there's so many ways to be unique. And like, yeah, sure, something might be more common, right? Or more popular, but that doesn't mean it's like the right thing for you. And VTubing really is a way of like self-discovery, right? Because not only are you creating a persona, like visually creating the persona, and also like putting out that persona, right? Like you are creating something that is you, and sometimes it's not like what you want to be in real life, so it's what you are online, kind of thing. And not trying to say like, oh, you're role playing. Sometimes it is role playing, right? But there's like, for example, how I act on stream isn't always quite how I act in real life. Like there are a lot of similarities, right? But I'm gonna talk about things that like I would not talk to like my other friends about, kind of thing, right? Like in a way, you guys are very special, you know, because I talk to you guys about things, and sometimes I shouldn't be talking to you guys about things, but I do. But there's also so many cool things to express yourself with too on like for VTubing. Like you have your overlays, right? And the way you present yourself with your overlays, your BGM, like your chat, like things like that. Like those are like other ways that you can express yourself, and like the art style you choose to go with as well, or the medium even of like, because like, you know, there's like VTubers out there that are like, they're not just like 2D and they're not just like 3D, right? They're also I've seen like claymation VTubers, I've seen puppet VTubers, I've seen people who literally take pictures of their face and rig that essentially, which is crazy. I've seen plushie VTubers, right? It's insane the amount of like ways to become a VTuber, and I think Hololive is just amazing in its own way, where it really brought a lot of attention to like this form of like streaming. And like, I don't want to say, oh, this is all thanks to Hololive, right? But like the amount of popularity VTubing got, it was like, I want to say kind of was because of them to an extent, right? I don't know, I don't know. I can go into this like pretty deep. Like I have a lot of feelings on VTubing. I've been a fan of it since like 2016. So I feel like I go on a lot, but I know I sound preachy at some point, so I shouldn't. But yeah, like, you know, VTubing is like, Hololive has done a lot, I would say. Even just the Japanese Hololive has like done a lot. I can't remember when I joined the train, not gonna lie. I just remember it was thanks to shorts. Best short recommendation I ever got. Yeah, like short form content also like is just so good for VTubing. I think probably just because right now like everyone's like brain rotted, right? So we can only withstand like, I don't know, like 10 seconds of content sometimes. But I think most people just get into VTubing through like shorts and stuff, or at least like TikToks and everything. There's a lot of VTubers I discovered through like TikTok, and I don't know, it's kind of neat, like just being able to like see like that come up and everything. I discovered Hololive because of Uraha Russia. I love I love Russia, and I'm so sad about everything that's happened with her. But no, she was also one of the people that like kind of, I don't want to say she motivated me to become a VTuber, but she kind of motivated me to like be more like what's the word, like be playful, I guess, for VTubing, right? Because Urusha had her own. Oh, I just kicked something on my desk. Sorry. Urusha had her own like you know, she would do that like the wife role play stuff and everything. But she'd also do a bunch of like the like, oh, I'm a yandere and I'm gonna get mad at you and stuff like that, right? Like kind of stuff. I mean, now I'm looking back at it, maybe it wasn't so like make believe because like the things that she has done, but like, but you know, watching her. Like maybe be like, oh, maybe I can start doing that kind of stuff. Yes, yeah, I feel bad being like, I love Rushia. I was such a hard Rushia defender when they fired her. I was like, no, how could they do this? But now I guess, you know, she deserved it, right? But like at the time I was like pulling my hair like, no. Wasn't Tsundere? No, well, at least she might have been both. But the clips I saw of her were all like the yandere. Like she would be like in the mic being like, oh, did you look at that other woman? Am I not enough for you? Like, do you like she would say like things like that, like, if you ever look at someone again, like, I can't promise you'll see tomorrow, like things like that, right? Like very like, you know, yandere, or like you know, like, oh, like, how dare you look at other people? I'm supposed to be your only attention, you know, like stuff like that, right? Which is different from Tsundere, because Tsundere is like, oh, like, don't call me cute. I guess you can, you know, like that kind of thing, right? But I think she did both. I think she was a very like a heartstring puller, I would say. What was I saying earlier though? I was sad because she got fired and she was the person who got me into VTubers. I know that she, yeah, I have such, like, I like I said, I was such a hardcore defender of like Rushio when she got fired. I was fighting with people on Twitter. I was like, people on Twitter were like, if you're gonna break the rules, like, of course you're gonna get fired. But I was like, no, she's brought the company millions of dollars. How, like, they should have at least given her a graduation stream. But I don't know, like, as a VTuber now, like, I understand, especially like, oh yeah, like if you're given rules, you kind of do have to like follow them, right? Especially like NDAs and like things like that are so important. But I was so sad. Maybe I could do this. The scrapped yandere gremlin roleplay is canon, folk. What the heck? Well, okay, actually speaking about, wait, and then Garagura popped up, and then my fave was Kawaii Mori took my Kokoro. Gura was also good. Oh, speaking of Gura, I hope you guys have watched Samako Sabe's you know, debut stream over the weekend. It was pretty cool. But in regards to the yandere gremlin roleplay, I can, you know, if you guys if you guys want me to do it, I could do it. You know, I can no, I'm getting flustered thinking about it. I have been thinking of like doing ASMR, which is like, okay, so I want to learn how to do it because I want to have like videos on my like YouTube channel, and I'm trying to think, like, I have like Twitch VODs I can upload for sure, but I want to have something that's like catches people's attention kind of thing, right? She's my favorite YouTuber. I love her songs. Oh, for Kaliat, I think my favorite song from her is one of, I think it's her first one, like, excuse me, but can you please just die, or something like that. I think it's what the song called. I think it's my most favorite song from her, to be honest. Oh, she got flustered, so cute. No. I think I was casual fan until I started listening to Calliope, there you go, music on Spotify, but I still can't sit through most streams. ADH brain lamau. No, I feel you. At this point, when I'm watching people's streams, I'm only really watching like I paused. I'm like thinking, like, who do I watch? I think at this point I'm only really watch streamers on YouTube, besides like my friends and stuff like that. I can't sit through like a lot of like people's streams, so I have like my Kami Oshi. So first and foremost, I always, if I can, watch Shuyamino of Wave 4 of Niji Sanji En Luxium. My Kami Oshi, right? Which, by the way, I bought so much merch for him, like, or of him at offkai. I wanted to buy more. I didn't buy all of it. I was really sad about it, but you know, I'll watch his stream for sure on YouTube if I can. And then I got into like Calyx Debonair, which is also from their newest wave. I'll watch his streams as well. And every once in a while I'll sit through like some like indie like creator streams. Just because, you know, like I think it's cool just to kind of sit on like their streams, and like especially if they have like a low viewer count, like, and there's no harm in it, right? And then sometimes you catch like really funny moments and stuff. I recommend you listening to End of Life and Red. Amazing songs, 100 out of 10. Okay, I'll definitely give those a listen. I know I haven't like actually kept up with a lot of her songs, so I know she has a bunch that like I have to like actually listen to. Short Fish Girl rants about albedo ASMR. Wait, no, I think you're cooking. I think you're onto something, and I might be biting. You know, I might. I'm listening. Oh hi. Muffin McFluffin. I love that name so much. But yeah, I mean, if you guys, okay, so real talk, like actually, if you guys want me to do ASMR, like, I don't think streams, I don't think I could do ASMR streams, because I would get really flustered, like really, really embarrassed. I think I'm kind of traumatized by like, I traumatized myself by, okay, so wait, there you go. It took a bit, but we got it. Yeah. I can't read. I struggle reading. But when, okay, a little fun fact of young Kiayama, when I was but a little podling or whatever the fuck they call baby orcas, right? I was really into Hitalia. This is already gonna be really bad, just starting off with that. I'm going to sleep, but it was I just wanted to pop in and say glad to see you're back. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad you popped in for a little bit. I hope you have a good sleep and you rest well. But I was very into Hitalia, a little too into Hitalia, I would say, when I was like 12 or 11. I forgot how young I was when I got into it, right? And maybe this shows my age just a little bit, but like I would go on Facebook, right? And I would this is embarrassing. I would go on Facebook. Orca whales are called a calf, I think. When I was a little calfling. Also, of course, you were a Hitalia fan. Like, what do you mean, of course? What? I can't escape the cringe. I've been in too many cringe fandoms. I've been in so many fandoms that have been labeled as like cringe or like the bile of the internet, and it's formed me too much. I can't change. No relation to gacha whales, of course. Oh no, I'm definitely a gacha whale too. Don't worry about that. Next you'll say you liked Next you'll say you liked Ouran High School Host Club. What's wrong with Ouran High School Host Club? First of all, second of all, I think apparently a super unpopular opinion. I think Kaoru should have gone with Haruhi. First of all, apparently that's not. I actually got into this conversation with some other fans recently, and like I asked people like, oh, who do you think should end up with Haruhi? And everyone was like, oh, I think Kyoya, or oh, I think Mori senpai, or no, she's perfect with Tamaki. And I was like, what about Kaoru? He literally gave up his feelings so his brother could chase after the girl, but he should have had the right to. Anyway, I'm getting too passionate about this. I bet you like Homestuck too. You know damn well I do. Oh my god. There's too much. I can go into it. I can go into every cringe fandom I've been into, and it's. But I'm not a cringy person. I'm glad I'm reformed. I am a productive member of society. I go to work. I pay my bills. I pay my taxes. Anyways, back to my cringe story. When Kiayama's like, be for real. guys, just embrace the cringe. It's okay. Be cringe as long as you're free and you're not hurting anyone. I say that as I also cringe at myself all the time. But no, so when I was a young calfling, right, into Hetalia, I would go on Facebook, right, and I got into like Hetalia roleplay kind of deep. And so like on Facebook, what you could do, right, it was you were able to like make pages, and like what as a role player in God's age of like 2012 or whatever it was, right, 2011, you would just make a new Facebook page, and you would set it as like, I think the setting would be like as an entertainer or like like content creator. I probably what you would set it to, right? You would set it as like public figure or something, right? And then you would put down the character's name and the pictures of the characters, right? Obviously, all of them were ripped from like DeviantArt, right? Like everyone was stealing art back then. No one knew any better. And they would be like, I'm role playing as this character. These are my rules. You know. And I have reformed myself. She lies or she breathes or something like that. I'm not lying, I swear. Base Haruhi Kaoru. Let's go. Yes, I'm telling you. I think Kaoru should have gone with Haruhi. Anyways, I can go into that later, but one more comment actually before I go back. He was also the most mature twin. I loved his voice and I loved his personality. He was the superior twin. Anyways, but yeah, so I was very active in the Facebook Hetalia roleplay community for like a good 2 years, I would say. And I was like, by active I meant like very active. Like I was on that shit like all the time, like in class, like at home, like any place I had time to get on Facebook and like start going. And the thing is too, like what made it even worse actually was like I didn't have like a phone back then. I didn't get like I'm not gonna lie guys, I did not get like an actual cell phone until like I was a senior in high school. And what I had back then when I was growing up, like as a teen or as a kid, right, like I had an old like second generation like iPhone that didn't have self-service, right, but it connected to the internet and like everything, right? So what I would do is like, you know, I'd just be on Facebook on Safari like in class like role play. Oh my god, this is so bad. This is so bad now I'm thinking about it. The things I had to do when I was a kid because the fucking technology was still so bad, but but yeah, and then once I think I got into 8th grade, I was kind of like, okay, I think I was like 13 or something. I was like, okay, I need to stop. This needs to stop now. Like I need to stop being. I think I had like at least 5 pages like active. Like I was role playing on it. I was like, I need to stop this. Like this isn't normal. Like something. I think a piece of my frontal lobe like developed in that moment. Facebook roleplay accounts walked so AI character chatbots could run. They really did. People don't understand the fun of organic, like person to person, like role playing versus like on the AI. Like yeah, the AI, yeah sure, AI won't judge you, but like, will they love you? You know what I mean? In school, Killer Kiayama had no shame. I really didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised I came out okay in adulthood. I'm not gonna lie. The amount of things I allowed myself to be exposed to when I was younger is just crazy. But yeah, so once I turned like 13 or something, and that whatever piece of my frontal lobe like fully developed, I was like, I gotta be normal. So I deleted. I low-key kind of regret it because I kind of wish I could like look back at my accounts, but I deleted like all my roleplay accounts. And I don't know how no one like found out I had all these accounts. Like only my friends who like were also doing it knew about them, but I have no idea how like I hid so many accounts from like my family or like my siblings, like, and no one was like, oh my god, Kiayama's fucking role-playing Hetalia characters. Like it was, I don't know how I did it. Maybe my mom found out, I don't know, like if anyone did find out, they just never said anything. But yeah, so yeah, AI won't judge you, but will it love you? Came out okay. Came out okay as being nice. You're cooked. What do you mean? I'm just a product of unrestricted internet access. Is all I'll say. Um, but yeah, so I think since then, and then for sure, okay, so for sure, another little tidbit, right? Like, once I started like giving up like role playing and everything, like completely, for sure, like there was a point between the summer of 8th grade to freshman year. So like when I'm going from like 13 to 14, whatever, right? Another piece of my frontal lobe developed. Like literally, I'm as I'm saying this, like, or as I'm recalling this, I can almost feel the lobe like form. Like, in the summer of going from 8th grade to 9th grade, I like told myself like I'm going to be in high school, and I can't be weird anymore. Like I can't wear, and I've literally made like a very conscious effort of like I'm not gonna talk about anime anymore. I'm not gonna talk about manga. I'm not gonna like wear any of my like anime merch, my Hot Topic stuff. Like I'm not gonna like do any of that. It's gonna be very private, like if I can, or just with my friends kind of thing, you know. And like I didn't even officially join my school's like anime club until like maybe I was like at most or earliest maybe a sophomore, I think. But I think I was kind of like pressured to join because all my friends still really liked anime. And I mean I was still like I'm not gonna lie, I was like a major weeb like still in high school, but like I didn't want people to label me as the weeb, you know. And so I made such a strong conscious effort to like cleanse myself exteriorly, like outwardly, of like anything that would label me as like the anime girl, right? Because that's kind of what I was in middle school. I was part of like all the anime nerdy kids, right? Kiama's mom probably, Kiama, why are you seducing the country of Korea? When I was in 9th grade, I dyed my hair. I never dyed my hair. I wanted to dye my hair so bad, but I even to this day I've never dyed my hair. But I wanted to dye it so bad. I had friends that would dye it, and I was like, oh my god, you look so cool. You look like just like this character from this anime, you know? Supreme weed. No, my family never, like, not that they wouldn't allow it, but like, you know, as a kid, I was like, I don't know how to fucking dye my hair. But yeah, so I made a very, very mental conscious effort of like clearing anything anime on myself. And so like, which is really good, I'm not gonna lie. I like went through high school like being like, I'm not gonna say I was popular, like I definitely wasn't a part of like the popular kids, but I was very well liked and like very well known. Like I knew almost everyone in my grade basically, and I was on good terms with everyone. Like I was on such good terms with like everyone in my grade that like I remember for my sophomore year chemistry class, I never did my homework. I would go to a different classmate every single day and be like, can I copy off your homework? Is that okay? Like, can I, you know, I'll trade you this, or you know, like I'll do this favor for you, or whatever the case is. Or sometimes I didn't even have to do a favor at all. I would just be like, can I copy your homework? And like that's how I passed my chemistry class. I didn't know shit in that class, but I had high enough charisma to get by. My mom did allow me. I dyed it blue and then once red. Oh, nice. Red is like a very bold color, but if you could pull it off, like props to you. Like my sister, like she doesn't do red, but she does like a very like dark violet almost, so it's kind of red sometimes in the light. She hasn't done it in a bit, but like I feel like red's a really like hard color to do. No one gave you the chance to rant about angel beats. Okay, actually no, my sad choice of anime wasn't Angel Beats at the time, it was Clannad. And if you haven't watched that one, you should. But yeah. But yeah, I like, I think by time I did pull it up. I was looking fire, pun intended. But yeah, like I think by the time I was like even a senior, like I was very like I was still very well liked in my class and everything. I did have friends that, it's funny enough, my closest friend in like high school was one of the most disliked kids at school for like reasons that I don't like I probably shouldn't go into, but like, you know, they were not very well liked, and I hung out with them every single day, but everyone liked me, so I was like, okay, I'm doing something right at least. If like if I'm if my presence is enjoyed, basically, right? But yeah, so I had to go through a very conscious effort of like cleansing myself, essentially. But you know, as you can see, like I'm still into cringe things, right? I just get more embarrassed. Oh, that's what the moral of the fucking story was gonna be. I traumatized myself for like role playing because I keep thinking back to my cringy like middle school self, and every time I role play, whether it be like in D&D or like whatever the case may be, or like if I'm doing anything with VTubing, I cringe at myself naturally, even if it's not cringy. Like if I'm playing D&D with my group of friends and they want me to roleplay, I get so embarrassed and I'm like, can my character just do this? And they're like, well, can you act it out? And I'm like, no. So I want to break out of that really bad. I want to be normal, or maybe not normal. I want to be like expressive, you know. I want to be able to do like fun things, right? Because a lot of creators I like do really fun things, but I have to like break out of that the self shame I've given myself. But yeah, it's just it was a lot. I'm trying to think what else too. Like I'm like trying to remember what am I tying this all into? I keep going on different strands and tangents of like conversation. I feel it's just hard. I don't know. It's just very like embarrassing. So I do, like I said, I do want to break out of that so I can try more things. And I think one of the easiest ways for me to be able to do that might be through like doing ASMR like videos, maybe, because like you're playing a character usually, right, in those or whatever, or like a voice pack. I've thought of voice packs. I don't know if that's like embarrassing or not. I don't know. Do you guys know what voice packs are? Like, I feel like it's kind of like self-explanatory, but if not, like I can go into it or anything. But I've thought of doing both of those, like ASMR or voice packs, but I'm just like, I'm like, in my head I'm like, do my viewers even want that? I don't want to like waste my time if my viewers don't even want that. But at the same time, like, I know I should experiment and like, but I don't know. I'm like, it's just things I'm like it keeps me up at night sometimes. I'm like, should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I just go for it? Should I not go for it? Will people call me cringe? Will people like hate my videos? Will I have to put them down? Am I going to cringe at this in like 20 years? Like, Kiayama suppressed her weebness, became an adult, relapsed, and became a VTuber. Yeah, basically. I went through the same. Yeah, it's just we relearned shame, basically. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just like I need to like learn to not feel cringe, but also equally hold on to shame. But yeah, like I don't know. There's too much. There's too many layers. There's too many feelings of layers into this and everything. Yeah, if there is anything you guys kind of want to see me like try to do, I will try. I will try my best to do them, because I'm not gonna lie, I might be really like cringe when I do it. I will be 100% transparent. I will use it to further orca slander and anti-dolphin agendas. Lamau. Do orca? Let me search something up. Do orcas? I think I've looked this up before. Do orcas eat dolphins? Do orcas eat dolphins? I think I did look this up. Yes, orcas, also known as killer whales, do eat dolphins. Orcas are apex predators and are known to prey on on a variety of marine mammals, including dolphins. Oh. See, it's Turkey now. You can be happy because I eat dolphins, apparently. I say apparently. I should know this. I kind of wonder how I ended up being a VTuber. I mean, everyone ends up being VTuber their like own different ways, right? Like it's really like how, like, I think usually when you become a VTuber, I mean, there's some people who are literally like overnight, like, I'm gonna do that, right? But I think most of the time when you become a VTuber, there's like, it's like a slow climb of like, oh, that looks cool. Wow, that looks really fun. I wish I could do that. Whoa, I could do that. You know, like a mix of that, basically. Yeah, everyone has their own reasons and ways they became a VTuber. That's why your favorite. That is why your favorite Kiayama. Really, I'm your favorite. Really, teehee. I need to learn more about orcas. I don't know shit about orcas. I just know a couple things, but I should know more. Is that bad? I just blinked and then I became a VTuber. Oh my god, sorry. I was like, something got caught in my throat for a second. Yeah, being a VTuber can be fast sometimes. I know like Chibi Doki. I remember she said, like, I watched an interview of her and I remember she mentioned like, oh, I watched someone do VTubing and the next day I commissioned someone. So like some people really do like dive into it that fast. It took me a long time to become a VTuber, but like if you have like the ability to and everything, it's like so easy to like, become one, like very, very quick. Especially if you're able to talk like a lot, like without stopping, basically, you're almost set on like being successful in some sort of way. I've learned that people just like it when you talk, and if you're quiet, they don't like that. So, and I think it's good that I can keep talking like endlessly almost. I can find like at least for me, I can find like topics to talk about like almost all day, or if not topics, I'll like go on a tangent and stuff like that. So that's one of the kind of things I like about myself, is that I could just kind of keep talking. But the bad thing about that is that I also don't know when to stop talking, and I say things I shouldn't say sometimes. To be fair, I don't know if I could be a good VTuber. Well, that's okay. I mean, I think it also depends on like what your context or like what the meaning of you being a good VTuber is, right? Because there's like different ways to be like a quote unquote good VTuber, right? Again, I don't want to sound preachy. I don't want to sound like I know everything, right? Because that's not the case at all. I'm not like, clearly I'm not like some major VTuber, right? Like I don't have like many achievements under my belt, right? But I would say at least to like be a good VTuber is like, ultimately, my honest opinion is, as long as you, and I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see, but I'm pointing at the screen, yes, you are having fun, like streaming, right? Like that's all that matters. I think I think as long as you are having fun, as long as you are enjoying your chat's company and chat enjoys your company, and you're not hurting anyone in the process, like specifically if you're not hurting anyone in the process, right? Like you're not like bad mouthing anyone, you're not encouraging bad behavior or like things like that, right? Which is super easy to do. Like super easy to avoid, essentially. I think you're a good VTuber. Like there's no like this is a bad VTuber, you know, like unless you do like what I mentioned of like encouraging bad like behavior or stuff like that. I really don't think there's such thing as like a bad VTuber. Like there's of course struggling VTubers is like maybe how I would put it, but like there's always ways to improve, and I think as long as you're in the mindset of like wanting to improve and wanting to do better and wanting more for yourself, like that's fine. And kind of the nice thing about VTubing, or at least content creation in general, you get the chance to be selfish. Like you get a chance to talk about yourself and to like do what you want to do. Like you get to stream your schedule, like the games you want to play, you get to talk about whatever you want to talk about. You cultivate your own like experience, essentially. Of course it's not always easy like that, but it's nice because you really get to be selfish for like when making content, you know. And I don't know that like I'm not gonna say like it's all about you, because there are other things to consider, right? But you know, like if you're trying to decide if you're a good or bad VTuber, like there's a lot of things to consider, and like I think it's a lot easier to be a good VTuber versus a bad one. I was told my avatar looks cozy with my voice. Oh my god, I can't read. Hold on. I was told my avatar looks cozy, and with my voice / accent makes it more relaxed. I don't remember. No, that makes sense. People, I'm not gonna lie, people like accents. like people, and I don't mean in a way of like oh you have to abuse your accent or anything, right? But there's a kind of like comfort some people have with like hearing like words or phrases being pronounced or said differently, right? And I think that is kind of one of the things that like attract people, right? Like for example, like I don't know if you remember like how people used to be crazy about like British accents, like back in the day. Everyone's like, oh my god, he has a British accent, like he's hot, right? Or whatever, or like Australian or French or whatever the case is, right? Like if you have an accent, like it does catch people's attention sometimes. Turkey message redacted. What'd you say? What, I want to know what you said. I want to look at that. Are you saying you enjoy our company? You sap. Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I do enjoy your company. You know, I enjoy talking to you guys. There's been very few occasions where I don't enjoy talking to, like, and I don't even want to say I don't even want to say I don't enjoy talking to chat. Because there's always someone I do enjoy talking to in chat. But there has been very few occasions where there's like one or so many people where I'm like, I don't really like talking to you. But like it's so rare for that to happen. And when it happens, like I try to deal with it, like not like I not that I like tolerate it all the time, right? Because there's been times where I've had to like quietly mute someone, or I don't know if you guys, I know Turkey has probably seen it before, where one of my mods has like kind of like duked it out with someone in chat. But yeah, like I enjoy talking to chat a lot. I enjoy talking to you guys. My eyes light up when I see your guys' names. I'm like, oh my god, there you are, look. You know, I get so happy to see, like, seeing your names and everything. Even though you guys are like little pictures on the screen for me, like little pictures in chat and everything, like it still means so much. Like genuinely, it means so much. And I think like it'd be weird to be like, oh, I don't really care about chat, because like you guys literally are the reason why I'm streaming. Like whether someone wants to admit it or not, you know, like a streamer has to enjoy chatting, right, with their chat. Like it's weird. I think you're a fucking weirdo if you don't like chatting with people when you're streaming. Like, why are you streaming? Like, that doesn't make sense. I am a bad VTuber, or oh my god, I am the bad behavior. What? No, I totally read that so wrong. I am the bad behavior. You're not the bad behavior. Turkey, what's sap? Oh, sap means like very sentimental. Like oh, if someone's being very, very sentimental, you can call them a sap, because like they're, I don't know what the explanation is behind the word, but it's like when someone's very like heart to heart moment kind of thing. I don't know if I explained that right at all. I don't think I did. Like a softie, usually a term of endearment. Yeah, that too. Naruhodo. Talking about accents, I love the way Kiyama speaks. No, happy orca noises. No, I have definitely not an accent. Well, I guess maybe like a California accent. I don't know. I don't think I have an accent, but then other people, like, if I hear how they talk and then I hear how I talk, I'm like, maybe I do have an accent. But like, I don't know. I feel like I talk very like weird, or maybe a little too expressive, maybe not expressive enough. I think I'm like a weird mix between like monotone and very like expressive. I don't know. I don't know how to describe like the way I talk. All I said was, if I was a VTuber, it would just be to yap about my hyperfixations. I couldn't stream lol. I just thought I sounded like a goober. No, that's okay. No. I want to read. I want to see everything. I want to see everything. No, I mean, it's okay too. I think if you stream about your hyperfixations, like, there's this guy, like, for example, right? There's this guy I watch on TikTok. He streams on there, and he's not a VTuber per se, but he uses like dinosaur models, and he like just streams himself talking about dinosaurs, and that's his hyperfixation, right? And like I literally sit there for like hours if I can sometimes. But you know, I think it's okay. I talk about my hyperfixations all the time. Of course I have a short attention span, so it doesn't last very long, but like I be talking about them all the time. But I think you can stream Turkey. I think you're pretty funny. I would say you'd be a good streamer. I don't know. I think if anyone is interested Oh wait, I missed a new person. Yosh, I'm so sorry. I was like reading all the comments and I totally missed. I'm so sorry about that. Welcome to my stream. Holy crap, it's a fish. I'm actually an orca. But I'm just an oversized fish basically. I forgot if I told you guys this or not, but I remember when I first got hired by Vanguard, and I remember I looked at my model and I was like, man, this model's so cool. I love this model. This is a really well designed model. And then I looked at my like all the assets they gave me, and then I'm like, wait. And then I adjusted my fictional, not real glasses, right? I like looked at the screen. I'm like, am I a whale? Like, is this an orca? So I auditioned blind into Vanguard because I thought the model looked cool, and I realized I was an orca. You have good cadence with your speech, a good wear your heart on your sleeve vibe, and helps me get excited about something. Just right energy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, funny enough today, talking about like, or not talking about therapy, but I'm gonna talk about my therapy. I had my therapy today, right? And sorry, every time I pause, it's because my nose is like really congested. I'm trying to like not get congested, but but I was talking with my therapist today, and she was like, okay, today we're gonna pull out like a list of values, right? And she gave me like a list of like, I think it was like 20 values or something that you find in yourself, and like, and she was like, okay, you're gonna go like on this worksheet, it says like you have to pick, like assign them from like 1 to 10 or something, of like your most important values. But she's like, for this exercise we're just gonna like just like list out some of them, right? And I listed out some of them, and then she's like, okay, like we'll try to organize it from here. Like, what do you think is your most like your strongest value? And I put love as my number one, and I like went this whole tangent with her, and like I don't know, I always feel weird talking. I know in therapy you're supposed to talk about yourself, but I always feel like weird because I feel like I'm very preachy, or self-preachy, or maybe I feel like I'm like lecturing. I don't know. I get scared talking about myself and like my feelings about things, because I feel like it ends up me being like, and this is why I like I don't know, it feels very just like I feel like I'm lecturing almost sometimes. But I had told her like, oh, I think love is my number one value, and I like had told her that like I'm the kind of person that I enjoy, like for example, if I look out to like a tree on a sunny day, I will literally be like amazed by the way the sun hits the leaves and how green things look, you know, like it's the very simple things I look at and I'm just like, oh my god, that's like literally so pretty, that's so artistic, like it's so like amazing that I'm living in a world where like something like that can be, you know, I don't know, it's like weird, right? It's like, it's not, I don't know if it's weird or not, but like there's like things like that, or I'll like admire, or I'll be like on a walk or something and I'll see like a cute little house and I'll just be like, oh my god, it's so beautiful to see how like lived in that house is, and not in a bad way, but like, oh, like if they have like toys in the front, like, oh, like it's so adorable, they have like kids and like, you know, or like things like that, right? Or like I'll see they have a beautiful garden and we're like, oh my god, it's so well taken care of, like it's so amazing that someone's out there like taking care of this garden, like, or you know, or if I like meet people, like sometimes I like sometimes it's really easy for me to become like not infatuated, but like very like platonically, or I don't know how to describe this without it sounding like weird, but sometimes I fall in love with people in the sense of like I fall in love with like the traits that they have, and I'm like, wow, like I can't get enough with how this person says this, or I can't get enough of how like this person reacts to these things or explains this, or you know, like how they're so kind or so confident or so like whatever the case is, right? And I don't know, it's just like things like that. Or my therapist was also kind of told me, she didn't say I wore my heart on my sleeve, but she said that I'm a very like what's the word she used, not affectionate, I forgot what the word she used was, but she was basically saying like you have a lot of love in your heart, and that's and I don't know, I was like, I guess yeah, like I don't know, and just saying that, you just saying that like, or like Turkey kind of just reminded me of that and everything. So I don't know, I try to be very optimistic if I can. I try to look at the good things. My motto in life is like always appreciate the small things, because I think the small things are what makes the big things. I don't know if that probably sounds really cheesy as shit. That sounds like probably like really like what you would read on like a on a Christmas card or something, or I don't know, like on a get well soon card. I don't know, like. But that genuinely is like my motto. That's how I try to keep myself happy at least. But holy shit, Kiayama still has whimsy. Yeah, I'm a whimsical person. So basically appreciating the little details. Yeah, like there's so much beauty in appreciating the little details and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I think I'm just going on a tangent. I think I'm just like over explaining feelings, but like that's kind of how like my therapy session went. And then we went to other detail, right? But that's you know, like you guys have to you have to be there to hear all that. But I guess going back to like content creation kind of things, you know, like, or like speech stuff, whatever. Actually, no, I don't know how this ties in. You guys just get that free tidbit of like what happened in my therapy session. Yeah, I kind of have that tendency as well. No, it's good. It's good to be able to like really enjoy small things in your life and everything. I don't know. I feel like when people only see like the big picture, or they only see like the big things in their life, or only focus on that, like I feel like your life can get draining really, really fast, because you're constantly like wanting like something big to happen, or you want like I don't know how to describe it, but if you don't appreciate the small things, you won't find the beauty in the big things, I think, is like how I think of it, at least. Like I don't know, I've gotten by like in a lot of like really tough spots in my life, only because in my head I'm like, well, things can't suck so bad because at least the sun feels nice today, or the wind, you know, the wind chimes sound really pretty today, or you know, things like that, right? Like it's that kind of mentality that really pulls you out of like tough spots sometimes. There are times when I'm at the bus, and when it's cloudy, I usually glance at the sun and say, wow, the sun's so beautiful, type of thing. No, yeah, like things like that is just like so nice, and like it's funny because it's just like, it sounds like we're just very like observant, but it really is like the feeling, that kind of moment of like, oh, it's so pretty. Like it genuinely is like such like a liberating kind of feeling of like joy sometimes in the Kiayama therapy stream. So this is the chat that calls you shorty. I actually have not talked to my therapist about, I have mentioned to her about VTubing, but I don't ever really talk to her about like things in VTubing, because I don't know, it feels weird. Like I don't know, my favorite thing is watching the leaves blow in the wind. Yeah, the leaves blow in the wind are also so nice too, and it's like kind of watching how they like move and everything too, or when they make like, I don't know, Jay, if you like get excited when you see them turn into like mini tornadoes sometimes, like they kind of circle around each other. Like I'm always like, oh my god, so cool, like, oh, they're doing it. This sucks, but the sun feels nice today. Holy shit, you're too pure kill. What do you mean? No, that's true. It's true. Like you don't have moments like that where you go out and you're like, oh, like this feels nice, or you know, like I don't know, is it just me, or not? Maybe not, is it just me, but like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, maybe I'm like a little too naive, or maybe I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to call myself pure. I don't think I'm pure, but like I think there's a certain innocence that I try to hold on to at least. I wave my arms up at the tornadoes to make them go faster. Whoosh. I barely do it. I think it's good. I think it's good to do it. Like just like look at the things. I don't know. How about this? I'll give you guys homework for. I guess not really homework. You're not really being graded, but like, you know, the next time you catch yourself like doing nothing or something, just kind of look at something and see if you can admire it. I don't know. I don't know if that's homework or not, but you know. But yeah, I'm kind of like getting a little flustered talking about this. I don't know why. This is kind of like not embarrassing, but it is a little like, I don't know, vulnerable for me. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah. Oh, actually no. I was gonna say something, but I was like, like maybe not. I was gonna be more of my therapy stuff. I don't know. I don't want to talk to you guys too much about my therapy stuff, because like, I don't know, like that should be paid content. No, I'm kidding. Um, I might just need to, I might just need to be preoccupied all. Oh my god, hold on, resetting. I might just need to be preoccupied all the time. If I think too much, I spiral in nonsense, Lamau. No, but I think, well, maybe not spiraling in a bad way, but I think it's okay to spiral like nonsense, be a little like whimsy, a little whimsical, you know, like have a little fun here and there, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, unless you're the kind of person that like you get into like the bad thoughts, you know. But like, you know, it's okay to let yourself wander a little bit, I think, mentally. I don't know if Turkey, if you're the same kind of like person where I am, where like I can't stop thinking. Like, I asked one of my friends one time a long time ago, I was like, do you ever, because I think I had watched a TikTok about it where someone's like, oh, you like, it's impossible for me to stop thinking, and someone in the comments was like, what do you mean you just stopped thinking? And then like, and I remember thinking about that, and I was like, stop thinking. Like I've never had, as far as I can recall, I've never had a quiet moment in my head. Like I'm always constantly like either thinking of words, sentences, phrases, movies, songs, like something, right? And I asked my friend, I'm like, do you ever have moments where you like stop thinking, like your brain just goes quiet? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, really? Like, and he's like, yeah, do you, like, why? And I was like, I can't do that. I'm like, I can't be quiet. So I don't know if you're like me in that sense, Turkey, where like I have to keep thinking about something. I left school to not do homework, and yet the shorty gives me homework, SMH, nothing else to refuse, I guess. What the heck? Shorty, I'm average height in, hold on, let me search up something real quick. Fuck. I searched up because I know in America I'm not average height, but I was like, maybe in Mexico, because I know a lot of women I know that are like really short, and I searched up Mexican women average height, and it tells me the average height for Mexican women is just under 5 feet 2 inches, approximately 157 centimeters. This is based on data from surveys and studies that have been measured in height of adult women in Mexico. That sucks. You know, you're right. You're too into tails to be pure. What the hell? What do you mean too into tails? I'm 5'4". Oh, 5'4" isn't short. That's like average. Well, yeah, I think it's like average height. Same. Oh wait, I actually have not talked about offkai this whole time. I've like mentioned about offkai. I have not actually talked about my offkai trip like this entire time. I've been streaming for how long? Let me open up my OBS. I like minimized it. That's Steam. That's not OBS. I've been streaming for like an hour and 14 minutes, and I have not talked about offkai once. I don't think my brain has ever been quiet. I don't know what that sounds like, Lamau, but if it ever slows down, it kind of pivots to the focus and picks up the speed again. No, yeah, I think I understand what you mean. I'm pretty sure I understand what you mean. When I work, I go autopilot and I just snooze out of it. No, yeah, I can't do that. Like I go in autopilot, but I'm still thinking of things, you know, if that makes sense. Like I'm physically in autopilot, but mentally I'm like doing my thing, right? What do I mean? Cool alter. Oh, that's different. That's different. You know. It's only one kind of tail specifically, and it's whatever the fuck Ku has going on is cool, I would say. And maybe the xenomorph's tail. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say about that. But I just have a very particular interest in particular traits that... Oh, actually speaking about like interest of things, right? So I was okay. So I was on Manga Dex, right? And I'm like, okay, time to catch up on my monthly mangas, because every manga I like for whatever reason only updates like once in a blue moon or once a month. It's one or the other, right? And so I was like, okay, let me just get on Manga Dex. I go on my Manga Dex, and I'm like, okay, let me go see if this manga that I've been keeping up with for so long, and I'm like literally obsessed with the main character, or not the main guy, right? Like I'm like let me just go check out the manga to see if they updated, right? And then I go on Manga Dex, I click on the manga, and then all the chapters that it's showing me are like, I think in like Portuguese or something, and I'm like, what the hell, where's all the English chapters, right? And then at the top there's a little button that says like view unavailable chapters, and I was like, no, don't tell me. And I clicked on it, and it showed me all of the English chapters, and they're all fucking locked because of copyright reasons. And I do recall that like people were saying like, oh, the bunch of manga got like removed off manga decks basically for like copyright reasons or whatever the case is, right? But I didn't think this manga would be affected. I was like, who's caring about the copyright for this manga? And just, it was a tragedy. I was genuinely so heartbroken. I was so sad. If you guys are wondering which character I'm talking about oh my god, I haven't read it in so long, I'm blanking on his name. But it's the main guy from Kirishima. Kirishima's name. Kirishima. It's coming to me. It's coming back to me right now. It's Kirishima. I think No, I don't think it's coming back to me. Hold on. Let me search it up. Hold on. Kirishima. Not Kirishima from My Hero or Tokyo Ghoul. Kirishima Miyama. There we go. Kirishima Miyama. That's his name. I haven't posted about him on my Killer like account. I've kept my thirsting very low on my Killer like Twitter account because I'm paranoid that my artist, my mama I'm scared she's gonna, cause my mama actually like looks at my tweets and like she like responds to me, and so I know she's reading what I'm saying, and I'm scared I'm gonna like go feral and she's gonna look at this and be like, oh, I'm not gonna draw anything for this girl again. I'm too scared of being unhinged. But if anyone has seen on my other accounts like anything about Kirishima Miyama, you know, like I don't know what it is about toxic men. I don't know what it is about toxic fictional men, like obsessive toxic fictional men, but just like it itches my brain in the right way. L manga fan moment. No. Is that why my backwater swordsman translation has stopped? I'm pretty sure, yeah. If you go on manga decks and if you hide, or if you it'll show you an option saying like this is no longer available, whatever it is, or like see unavailable chapters. It's because of the copyright thing. But also I can imagine like small like manga translation like groups have probably like been hit with like, what's it called, like the not do not interact, what's it called, like the cease and desist, right? I'm pretty sure it's what they've probably been hit with and stuff. Mihona is pretty good if you're willing to set it up. I might get desperate, I'm not gonna lie. I need to read it. I need to catch up. I need to like keep up with my man. With my fictional man. Is this the Yandere man I made a Sneeko chair edit about? I think it is, yeah. If I'm remembering the edit, yeah, it is the same one. Why are you being a degen every time I join? Stop joining my chat at these moments. I literally, you can ask my chat. I literally had a heart-to-heart moment with everyone, okay? I had a heartwarming, wholesome moment. People even called me a sap, okay? Why are you joining at this time right now? You said, first of all, Yami, you said you were gonna lurk my stream when I started, and now you join. How could you? How dare you? Looked up the guy. It totally is a guy I made an edit about. Yami really caught you 4K being a degen. Say root for God, Killer Kiayama. I do. I have. I pray to him every night, and I hope to be fixed. But no. Yeah, hear me out with this guy. Okay, first of all, this Hiroshima Miyama. Oh my god, I can't say his name, but he is. I really enjoy yandere characters. That's all I'll say. That's all I can really say. All the manga I have saved on manga decks. Maybe not all actually, but the majority of mangas I keep up with and I save on manga decks have some sort of like yandere aspect to them. I have so many saved, and it's not even like the main character. Sometimes it's just specific characters in it that I'll read it for, you know. I was about to help SMH. There's like, if you guys need some really questionable but good reads. I have recommendations. Maybe I'll make a list of like fucked up manga I read. You're just that Family Guy clip of the baby saying, let it pour, such a degen. What the hell? No. I also have wholesome mangas on my manga decks. I have what's it called, like Mr. Villain's Day Off. I kept up with that one so much, though there might be other reasons why I kept up with that one, but like the main character has the same tail as like Kualter, right? But it's still a very wholesome manga, very wholesome, I would say. I'll pass things. But you know, I've read some very wholesome mangas before. You know, I just have a very okay. So this is specifically the reason why I have a lot of really like interesting mangas saved on my that I keep up with is because so when I look at manga, like unless it's something I've heard about or someone recommended to me, if I'm looking at a manga, my first thing I do is I go to manga decks, I go to the filters, like the search on the filter, right? And then I'll like specifically toggle like I want to see gore, and my thought process behind that. Wait, no. Oh, my phone died. No. My phone died. Hold on. Are you guys okay with it just being a PNG? Oh, let me keep my phone charging. Oh, let me give it like 10 minutes, maybe. My Oshi, I swear I'm alive. My phone just died. I didn't charge my phone right. Well, okay. Well, I'll keep going. You guys can hear my voice. You know, you guys can. Oh, I have an idea actually. I could do this. So when I talk, I could just move. Right? I could just. She's staring at my soul help dial. I could just do this right when I'm talking to you guys. Like her degen behavior made her model fry itself. No, it's my phone. My phone died. Oh wait, actually I could maybe use my. Oh, I don't want to set up my webcam. I have a webcam, but I don't want to set it up. Okay. Going back to my points though, like what I was saying, right? So usually what I do is I go to. Hold on, can I like put things on? Let me play a dress up with myself real quick, so I at least like it doesn't look weird. Here, how about this? I'll put a little blanket over myself so at least it doesn't look weird, you know? And then maybe like a hold on. I'll give myself a little boba. Hold on. And then wait. Hold on. And then I can also what else I got here? What else can I put on? This is God punishing you for being a little freak. What the hell? No, I'm God's favorite, I swear. Not a Kiayama stream without scuff. No. Like, I've had so many streams with no scuff. Trust me. Mimi's cap. Oh my god, let me see if there's a little sleeping cap here. She made eye contact with herself and couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, I couldn't. I started talking, looked at myself. I'm like, I can't do this. Oh, here it goes. Let me give myself a little nightcap. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. And then hold on. I'm still looking. There's more here. I know I have more. Let's see. Oh, you know, I can appropriate Yami's culture and I can give myself little vampire glasses and look sick ass. There we go. Right there. Alright, what else can I do? Let me see. What else can I throw on myself? She just put shades over the eyes, like hiding a bloody gag. Preach, Pastor Yami. Pastor Yami, don't give him respect in my stream. What else can I put on? What else do I have? Actually, maybe I will just put like the regular sunglasses on here. One second, let me just toss these real quick. And then oh, that's too small. Too big? Right there? I think right there looks normal, right? I think right there. Hold on. I can probably add more. Hold on. I'm trying to remember if they added like a desk asset or not. Because they added a lot of cool things actually in the last update. Oh, they do have a table. Hold on. I can make this more at home. Hold on. Stop popping. I hate that every time you use an asset on Live 2D, it'll like pop something up real quick. Okay, there's my little table, and then what else can I throw on here real quick? I'll throw in some pink boba too. You can never have too much. Okay, perfect. There we go. Wait, I just realized you can't even see the table on screen, huh? Okay, there we go. Let me make the table smaller. Yeah. And then I'll move the boba right here. Yes! Guys, it looks so normal! I can appropriate Yami's culture, clipping for slander later. What the heck? He's a vampire, first of all. So I just want to put that straight. I'm appropriating his vampire culture. How fucking dare you? What do you mean? But yeah, see, look, if someone joins my stream, they'll never be able to tell that my phone died. You know, you look like you look like a loan shark that was ripped out of bed to get some cash. You got boba on the way, obviously. I'm drinking 2 bobas. Wait, actually, hold on. Maybe I should, because I just realized the shadow in this one is like downward, but this one moves, which is pretty sick. So I'll have it like this. It's actually, it's so cool that it moves. Okay, I'll have that right there. And then this. Oh, wait, I need to bring this forward. How do I bring this forward? There's a way for me to bring this forward, and I don't remember how to do it. So for right now, it'll sit right there. See, there we go. Perfect, guys. You look like someone knocked your ass out. I was trying to hide the evidence. Here, let me see. Let me give my phone a chance to like get back up. It's on 5%. Let me give it a chance to get up to 10%. I should be fine. What was I saying? What was I talking to you guys about? I was talking. Oh, I was talking about my manga. So I can't look at myself. I have to literally look away. I can't look at myself on stream. So when I look at manga, I literally can't look away. I have to look away. I have to hide my screen. I always look at like the gore tag, because my logic is that if they can draw gore really well, then the rest of the art will be really good. So that's how I end up finding really, like, I mean, albeit like really interesting manga, but I end up finding a lot of manga that like a lot of people don't like or is very like has a very niche interest. I literally look so funny. Is there anything here? Let me see. I'm gonna keep playing dress up. Is there anything else I can throw on my model? Oh, I have an idea, but I think if I put it on, I think YouTube is gonna like beat me up. Let's see. Is Kiayama a Guro fan? Crazy lore. Like, okay, no. I'm not a Guro fan. Especially like, especially if you mean Guro as in like I'm interested in that, like in that way. No, not at all. Not at all. Like if you know, like, do you know the gif, right, of like the girl in that machine? I'm not gonna go further into detail. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And I legitimately do not like. I hate staring at that. It like literally disgusts me. But there's I think if you're good at drawing specific things, right, it's gonna show a lot in the rest of your art, kind of. And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, like I do be judging like work based off how well the art is. So I'm not a Guro fan. It's just, you know, I'm just a little. It's just a way for me to guarantee the art's gonna be good. When the funniest thing on stream is your model's dead eye stare and the shit-eating grin. Let me do. Oh wait, maybe I could put like Christmas lights up. Hold on, let me see how that looks like on stream real quick. Oh wait, that doesn't look bad if I have it like that. It looks like I'm celebrating Christmas late. What else do I have? I could put some water, some DG, and then what else I got here? I can put a little band-aid on my nose. I could put what else I got here? Oh, let me give myself a gamer chair. 1 second. Oh wait, no, wrong thing. This. No wait, no, wrong thing. No. How do I make it smaller? Hold on. Wait, why is it going bigger? Wait, actually, why is my model getting bigger? What the hell? What the hell was that? Okay, there we go. My model was kept. Fuck. Hold on. No, I want. There we go. I want this to be bigger. I'm not gonna lie, guys. If you guys want to know, like, if I'm sitting in a gamer chair, if you guys want to know, like, how tall I am behind them, I'm usually at like this height. I would say in a gamer chair. Like, I'm like right there. My head sometimes does not reach the rest, and I hate it so much. Oh wait, you can't see the table anymore. There we go. Okay, let me see how my phone's doing. My phone's at 9%. Good enough. Okay, guys, let's see how my model's gonna react with all the shit on it. Let me plug it in. Get the little doo-doo-doo sound. I'm alive again! I have all this stuff on me. I got my little bobas. You know, this actually doesn't move that bad on me, you know? How do people not mistake you for a child? What the hell? Let me throw some of this away. I have had I think I did get like mistaken for a kid recently when I was in like an Uber driver or like Uber no Lyft. I was in a Lyft car. There we go. Let me throw this away, and let me throw this away, and then there we go. Yeah, I remember I got into like a Lyft recently, and like I forgot how long ago, and the driver literally was like asking me questions of like oh, do you still live with your parents, like what school are you going to, like stuff like that, right? I'm like it didn't click for me until like I think I got out. Like literally the moment I got out, I was like, wait, I think he thought I was a kid. Like, I think he thought I was like a kid to going to the dentist, because I was going to the dentist at the time. so short them out. Cute wiggles. Yeah, my wiggles are back. Kiayama's really cute. Too much sugar for me. No. I'm not that cute. I'm a little wonky. Not my model. I don't want to say my model is a little wonky, but I think I as a person I'm a little wonky. No, my artist did such a Wasa-san literally did such an amazing job on this model. And wait, hold on, real quick. I don't know if you guys saw, I don't know if you guys keep up with me on Twitter. I commented on it. I didn't share it because it was a whip, and I don't know if I was allowed to share it. But my artist drew posted a whip of art she's making for me, and it's a summer outfit basically. And oh my gosh, she draws so well. She draws me I don't want to say hot, but I thought I was hot. She draws my character more attractive than I should be. I'm just a girl, but she draws so, I think it's because she draws so well. She literally draws amazing. And I saw the art she made, and I remember posting being oh my god, this is so amazing. The thing is, she only speaks Japanese, and I try my best. I try really, really hard to try to at least come across in a way she can understand. I do every once in a while use ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is actually kind of useful when it comes to making something sound very natural. So I'll try my best to send a message that has a natural flow, or something sounds like normal and everything, so she can understand. But I literally said something along the lines of I think it was mecha yabai or something like that, or mecha kakui. I forgot exactly what I said, right? But I was oh my god, this is so cool. It's just, I don't know if you guys saw my comment. I commented on it, but it was so cool. Good at wanky people. Wait, no, wonky. Not don't say wanky with an A. That'd be something different. I say wonky with an O. I posted a whip. Deja vu. No, not. No, deja vu. No, not that kind of whip. The WIP, work in progress. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can post it, or if I can show it on screen real quick. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm what? What's the website called again? It's fucking called X. Let me see. Oh no, her name's something different, and it's Usa something. No, oh my god, I forgot her handle, because it's Wasa in Japanese, but her actual handle is it's Uka _TW. And then she's also rigging another model right now, and she's legitimately I'm in love with Wasa-san's art style. She legitimately I cannot talk. She legitimately is such an amazing artist, and she's so talented, and she's so kind. I don't have enough words in my brain to be able to muster to describe how wonderful of a person she is. Here, let me see if I can let me save this picture real quick, and then I'll post it on the stream. Hold on. Un momento. I almost clicked stop streaming on accident. Let me see. Image. And then browse. Hold on. Pause, hold. Oh my god, where is it? Where did I save this? Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is, I'm sorry, Wasa-san, if I'm not allowed to post this or not. But look how good she drew me, right? When I saw this, I literally was almost I had to silently scream. I was oh my god, this is so good. This is so amazing. Look. I'm the soy jack meme of when they're pointing at something, right? That's literally me. Sorry, bad English. No, it's okay. It's okay. I wanted to correct you on that, because I wanted to make sure you because there's a distinction between the two, so I want to make sure you do. If I'm being honest, English is so confusing. I heard the A's sound like O's and vice versa. They do. We have a lot of words that sound very similar to. English is a very like confusing language. It's funny because like you can merge words together and it sounds normal, but then if you merge other words together, people can't understand what you're saying. So it's it is a very confusing language. Ooh, we talk about your amazing art, mama. Yeah, hi Claire. No, yeah, like I am so blessed genuinely to like have such an amazing artist. Here, let me make it a little smaller. Let me at least put it down so that way chat can show up at the top at least. No, I can't like sing enough praise to say like how kind she is and how nice and patient and like wonderful and like funny she is. Like I haven't talked to her a lot, but I've definitely like had a couple conversations with her. And she's I don't know, I literally can't like stop talking about her. She's such an amazing person, and like she gives me like free art sometimes, like out of nowhere. And like she commissioned an artist one time to draw art for me, and I felt so bad. I literally wanted to send her money because I was like, you don't have to do that, like you don't have to commit, like you know, like, I could do that, like and she would like draw like stuff for me like randomly, and I don't know, I feel bad, like I feel bad getting free art, and I'm for sure gonna right now I have a commission going through her, so I want to like wait till she gets through that before I commission more. But like seeing free art from her makes me feel bad because I'm like, oh, I should like pay you for this, like I want to pay her even just for this piece and everything. But it's funny because I don't know, it's weird to think that like I'm her creation so she can draw me whenever she wants, but equally at the same time, like I don't know, it's like I don't know if I want her drawing me for free. Like I want to pay her. She does such an amazing work, you know. Oh, Radayef, Black Rock Shooter vibes. Oh, I know. I was getting those vibes too. And then, okay, I'm gonna try to zoom in really hard in the corner right here so you guys can kind of see the preview. I don't know if this is gonna show up well. I don't know if I should be showing. I'm worried like Wase-san is gonna like come in here and see like me showing up her like art and everything. But here, I don't know if you guys can see that in the corner of like the entire like thing, but like the way she drew, oh my god, the way she drew it just so like, oh my god, I have to stop talking about this. I'm gonna hide the picture now. But she's genuinely such an amazing like person as an artist and as a person, you know. Like Donald, oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, no, they sound exactly the same. They make the same sound for some reason. Instantly paranoid but still showing it, haha. Yeah, like I don't know if I should, I don't know if it's disrespectful for me to show like someone's like work in progress, but I mean like I'm so excited, like it's I don't know. Yeah, she's genuinely so cool. And then she has like a couple models she's working on. Like she posted a work in progress for like one model, and I literally want to buy it. I want to buy it so bad because I know she posts the models like if they're not custom made, right, she'll post it for like someone to buy, and I want to buy them, but I'm not gonna do anything with them. So I know I shouldn't, but I really I don't know. She's such a good artist. But yeah. I mean, not just because I'm a weeb. I am a little bit of a weeb, right? So I do want to learn like Japanese, but she makes me kind of want to learn Japanese more, so that way I'm able to communicate with her. Because I don't know, I want to be able, because I know she tries to speak English with me sometimes, and so I'm like, I should do the same. I should try like my best to like learn like Japanese. Art so good, simp for yourself. I really do be simping for myself. I don't know, like it's so weird also like being a VTuber sometimes, because like it's you but it's not you, and so if you see art or any sort of media of you that isn't your model, you're like, oh my god, like I'm simping, but that's me. Can I simp for myself? Like it feels weirdly like narcissistic, but you're allowed to. I don't know, it's weird, it's very strange. Choose your own sibling by hosting a giveaway for it, I guess. I really could, but then I don't know, like I'd be worried like what if I don't like I don't know, like I could. Oh my god, that's actually so funny to think about. Like I'm gonna give away a sibling, guys. No, it's kind of interesting because like don't don't I know it, just like periodically, wow, I look hot. Yeah, it's just weird to like see art of yourself and be like, oh my god, I'm kind of attractive there. Especially you, Mylda, you have like every art piece I see of you, I'm just like, oh, I'm staring. Respectfully, I'm staring, but I'm staring. Self-obsessed or narcissism? Which way, Western man? I think in this case it'd be narcissism. I think, right? I think narcissism is a good word for it. I think. But like, it's just funny like seeing art and being like, oh my god, like that's me and it's hot. Oh, I was gonna say something. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. If I don't hook onto a thought, it like goes away instantly in my head. It like dissolves. It like same thing as like when it like Thanos snaps in my like out of my brain basically. Oh, I was talking about learning Japanese. Yeah, I want to learn like Japanese if I can. I know how to say some things. Of course, like I know how to say like the basic stuff and everything, right? But there are like a couple things I've like I can read hiragana like generally okay. I don't know what the words mean sometimes, but I can read it, right? I know like how to read like katakana too. There's a couple characters that still like throw me off. You know, like I know some at least. I am able to kind of figure out like the basics sometimes. Like wait, that's actually me? That's not possible. Yeah. It's just I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, Mylda, too. Like I don't know if you ever had this, but like when I was out with COVID, I was like more because I was online, right, basically the whole time. So I had more people call me like Killer and everything or Kiayama more than like my name, my real name. And so I went to work today and I was not called Kiayama, and that really threw me off. I was like, oh yeah, I have like a name. Like I'm not called that like in other spaces. So it's just kind of funny how like the two identities merge sometimes, but also feel so disconnected at the same time. It's funny. I'm still in the process of learning Japanese. I met a few Japanese people and I practice here and there. Yeah, no, I think, I mean, I don't know if it's just because I'm a weeb, right? But I think the Japanese language is a very, very, very pretty language. It's definitely very hard. But I know if you speak Spanish already too, like it's easier to learn because the pronunciation of things is very similar. So I'm also kind of using it as a way to motivate myself to learn how to like speak Spanish like a little better. I know my Spanish like sucks. Like today I watched a clip of like a Spanish VTuber and they said a bunch of words where I was like, I've never heard any of these words in my life, and I had to translate like everything they were saying basically, and I was like, oh my god, I need to like get better at like learning or like speaking. Yeah, every time I go to a con or like when I went to my mod's wedding earlier this month, it always throws me off being exclusively called Mylda for days. Yeah, it's like it's weird to have like that it's weird to conjoin and separate that persona when you need to, and it's just I don't know, it's definitely a weird mental experience. But yeah. I kept expecting people at work to call me Killer or something, and I'm like, oh yeah, like, you know, like that's not what people call me at work. I like the way Japanese sounds and all this stuff. Yeah, Japanese sounds really cool. Like, I also want to do like covers of songs, and of course me really liking like anime and stuff, I want to do a lot of covers of like Japanese songs and stuff like that. And like I know I don't have any plans in the works yet, but I do have like a couple songs I'm like thinking like, oh, if I do a cover, it's gonna be like these ones, you know, kind of thing. I know like the Oathbound girls, you know, oh my god, I keep wanting to say Mylda, it's not Saf and Maylin, there we go. I don't know why, like I think it's because the M-E and M-I, I don't know, I was being thrown off. I was like, it's not Mylda, but she's my chat, it's Maylin. But Maylin and Saf, they want to do some covers of songs. I need to get on that. There's like some plans, and I like we found out our vocal ranges, and I have a very like low limited vocal range, but like there's some plans, you know, for like at least some bigger projects, and I just need to learn how to pronunciate. I need to learn how to pronounce things better. Oh my god, I cannot fucking read right now. Pronunciation is such a struggle for foreign songs. It really is, and it sucks. Because there's also words where I look at it and I can hear it. I can hear how they say it, and then when I try to say it, I'm like, oh, this does not sound normal. Or I'll record myself singing. I'll listen back, and I'm like, oh my god, like this sounds awful. But yeah, for sure. If I do a cover, I want to do the song Konton Boogie Woogie, or no, Konton Boogie, I think is what it's called. But I don't know if you guys like know that song. I want to do a cover of that if I can, because the pronunciation thankfully isn't super hard in that song, and it has a very, very like catchy rhythm. You really put a Midwestern twang on pronunciation. Wait, really? Wait, how did I say it? What was the twang? Hold on. Was it pronunciation? Pronunciation? I don't want to sound not racist. What's the word? Like, I don't want to be stereotypical of how Midwesterners sound. Pronunciation. Pronounce. I'm trying to learn a piece of a song, but my dyslexia gets in the way. No, yeah, dyslexia also freaking sucks. If you're learning how to read a song in a different language and you have dyslexia, like it's like a struggle. Hi T, hi Gregory Kaido, hi Shunkai. Oh wait, everyone, it's Shunkaido's birthday. It's Gregory Kaido's birthday. Say happy birthday, everyone in chat. You have to say happy birthday. It's mandatory. It's you have to do it. Happy birthday, Shunkaido. Happy birthday. Everyone has to celebrate his birthday right now. I want to sing the happy birthday song, but I'm scared of singing it on stream. The first time you said you went pronounce. You caught yourself. Oh. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Yeah, everyone says everyone tell them happy birthday. Now, where's the cake? Oh, wait. Maybe I can pull up cake. Hold on. Do I have any cake? Wait a second. If I have cake, I'll sing happy birthday for you real quick on stream. There's pudding. Do I have actual cake though? Is pudding okay? I could have sworn like VTuber Studio had cake, but I guess not. I guess they only have pudding. Okay, how about this? Queremos pastel. No, wait. I don't have. No tengo pastel. Nomás tengo el pudding. Here we go. Wait, but it makes it look like I'm. It makes it look like I'm gonna eat it. Well, it's okay. I hope it looks like I'm holding it here. Okay, alright, we're gonna sing happy birthday to Shunkaido, everyone. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shunkaido, or Gregory Kaido, or Shonathan Kaido. Happy birthday to you. And then at this part, like my family would go, now in Spanish, and then they would sing it, and I'd be like, okay, I forgot the lyrics in Spanish. Is that the default pudding from the VTuber Studio? Yeah, it is. Do you want me to pull up like a PNG? I could probably pull up like a PNG of a cake or something. It's funny how, like the amount of like assets the VTuber Studio has. Yeah, I hope you had a good birthday so far. Oh my god, my throat's a little dry. I'm gonna drink real quick. I'm gonna try to drink away from the mic so you guys don't hear me. I hope you guys didn't hear that, but I think you guys did. Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba Rita. Oh god. I was swinging. Oh. I was swinging my foot and I hit the leg of my desk and it hurt. And los a los muchachos. Wait, no, I don't remember what part of that song is. A los muchachos bonitos se las cantamos así. I forgot the words in Spanish. Grandma shakes her head. No, really, my grandma, like, I know she knows I struggle in Spanish sometimes. So like, when I go over, like, I'll talk to her and she won't quite understand what I'm saying sometimes, and I feel really bad. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying I'm trying my best. But she knows. But like, I feel bad. Oh, hi, Owen. Hi. Hi, Kiayama. Nice meeting you at offkai. No, yeah, hi. It was nice meeting you at offkai. Oh my god, thank you for joining my stream. I like took me a second to like look at the name. I'm like, Owen. I'm like, oh. If you guys, by the way, guys, you guys should totally follow Owen. Aeon is, I believe, how you pronounce the last name. He is super cool, super sick. If I remember correctly, he is a race car VTuber, race car driver, racing VTuber. I don't know. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering this. I'm fucking this up. But he is super sick, very nice. He was a really cool person to talk to. You guys should also follow him. He's really, really cool. Oh my god, you're still going Risu with the song. Like, despierta, Gregory, despierta. You can swing your feet. I forget. Yeah, my feet don't touch the floor. My like, if I sit all the way back in my chair, like, my feet barely dangle above the floor. But even then, like, if I don't sit all the way, like, if I put my feet all the way down, like, my toes touch the floor. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no problem. You were really cool to talk to. I'm glad you're able to join my stream. I'm sorry if I wasn't able to join any of your streams if you streamed recently, just only because I got COVID literally immediately after offkai. I literally like on Monday I didn't test positive, but I was feeling really sick, and then by Tuesday morning I was like positive, and so I've been out. I go furthermore if you want. No, I think I think it's okay. I'm not gonna sing the Spanish version on stream because it's embarrassing. Maybe one day. Maybe on my birthday I'll sing it, but not right now at least. But yeah. Yeah, he's super cool. You guys should follow him. I keep forgetting. I keep wanting to talk about offkai and then I forget. It's okay. I got the COVID too. No, that sucks. I hope you're at least able to get home. Like, cause I know, like, if you're sick, right? Like, the TSA and stuff like that won't let you on and everything. So I hope you're able to get back home, like, safely, like, no issues or anything. I was like paranoid, like, cause my friends were feeling sick. Like, some of them hadn't flown out yet, so I was paranoid that, like, they're gonna get like stopped or something because they were like coughing or like, I don't know, something, right? I was like, oh, I hope their like flight goes well. What if I sing it for you? No, it's okay. I'll get too embarrassed. How can you get COVID? I think I don't know how I'm not sure how I got COVID. I'm pretty sure I got it at the parties though, because offkai had like parties they were hosting. So I'm pretty sure I got COVID at like the parties. I'm pretty sure that's where it started, unless it was like something happened on like Sunday maybe. But I don't know. It's such a crowded place. So it's so hard to tell like really how you got it. And it sucks too because I'm vaccinated, so I should be fine. Like, I should be fine. I shouldn't be sick. And then I fucking got sick. I was so mad. I was fine flying back Monday night, but I've been sick since, feeling much better. Okay, no, that's good. I'm sorry you got sick. I hope I didn't get you sick. Oh my god, that would suck. But I'm glad that you got home like safely and everything. That sounds like that. I'm glad that also you're recovering at least too. Wasn't COVID gone already? Well, COVID's still a thing. Like, just like for example, like the common cold or like the flu, like that still goes around every year, right? Like for COVID, yeah, people don't get it as often anymore because a lot of people are vaccinated and they take also like precautions. But there's still like variants of COVID out there. Like, I think the one that's getting people for sure was at offkai was called razor throat, and that one's like a strain that really, really hurts your throat. So I know like my throat was like killer. Thankfully it wasn't as, I was gonna say it wasn't killer, haha, pun intended, but thankfully it wasn't as bad as like some of my other friends. Like, my other friends had told me that they were like they didn't want to talk. They were like, their throat hurt so bad. But yeah, so people nowadays can still get COVID. It's best to, like, you know, still isolate yourself if you can, like, you know, make sure you take care of yourself and everything, but it's still possible, unfortunately, to get it. None of my friend group got it, so that's good. Oh, that's good. No, yeah, that's really good if none of them, because my entire friend group got it. None of my, oh wait, hold on, it's endemic. I can't read. It's endemic now. So yeah. I always heard that after cons, getting sick is a common setback. Consequence of a ton of people in one spot. The benefit of is the merch Lamau. No, yeah. Thankfully, I mean, like the last few years I went to offkai, like I didn't get sick at all. I like dodged like every illness. Like, but I think this year there was just so many more. I think they had like 2,000 more people come this year. So for sure, with 2,000 more people, you're gonna get like the chance of 2,000 more illnesses or diseases coming, right? But I realize I keep wanting to talk about offkai and I get sidetracked and I don't talk about offkai. I haven't mentioned anything about offkai. I've just mentioned how I've been sick, what I talk about in therapy, and everything else in between. Let me see. Maybe should I have another stream about offkai later? How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for 2 hours, but it's about to be 11, and I have work. I'm debating. I'm thinking about it. I'll talk a little bit about offkai, I think, only because I don't want to stop streaming, but I know I should because I have work tomorrow. But I'll talk a little bit at least. Yeah, I don't know if you guys, I don't know how many. I had 100 ribbons to give out to everyone, and I don't know if you guys know what ribbons are, but they're like little things you attach to like the end of your badge, basically. And they're like little like fabric pieces, basically, that like, hence ribbons, right? But they're all like, they have like things printed on them, like designs or like logos or sayings, phrases, stuff like that, right? And so I had 100. I got through, I think I basically got through all of them, like except for like the couple I had saved. But I got through like all my ribbons, like so at least 100 people at offkai or so got a ribbon that has like my little face on it. I feel like talking about offkai some other day, maybe. Yeah, I'll for sure go in depth with like about offkai stuff. Like, I don't know, the stream, I think. Like, I'll actually like focus, like I'll try to hyper focus on like offkai and everything. But I'll just talk a little bit, just because I don't want to get off stream. But but yeah, so there's 100 people out there that have a little ribbon that have my face on it, and I'm so happy. And I don't know, it was really fun passing them around. I was kind of sad because I know Gen 2 of offkai, like ribbon collecting was so big. I remember I spent like most of my con like literally running around like looking for ribbons and stuff. This year it wasn't as big, but it makes sense because there's like 2,000 people, right? So not everyone's gonna be running around. It's not gonna be like everyone's con experience. But like it was really fun for me to pass it around and see people's reactions to it. Oh, I don't think I ever posted a picture, so I don't think you guys actually know what it looks like. I'll post a picture about it later. But it's, so my ribbon has my face on it, right? And then it says, actually let me see if I'm actually able to post like a picture of how the ribbon looked like real quick. Let me see if I have a picture of it. I might have like the mock I made for it. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, here's mine that I made for offkai. So if you went to offkai and I gave you a ribbon, this is what it looks like basically. So it's it says let me, and then in big font, she them, because those are my pronouns, right? Let me she them titties. And then my little face that Wasa-san drew, my little tiny little face, and that's my like my YouTube channel right there. Though I'm not gonna lie, when I printed them out, the small font is a little hard to read, so you can mainly see the she them, and then you have to like really squint to like see the rest. But yeah, this is what I passed out at offkai. Someday, Killer Kiayama, a new guest at offkai. I can only dream. I hope. But, you know, never mind. What do you mean, never mind? What do you mean? What do you mean, never mind? Yes, I have it. Yeah, I'm so happy you have my little ribbon, a little piece of my work. Little collector's item, basically almost. Yo, kind of gas, not gonna lie. I missed the height trolling, the funny ribbons, rats. The titties made me. LOL. Yeah, I went to a party, like one of the offkai parties, and someone literally was like, "This is perfect because like I go by she them, and I want to see." So I want to see them titties. With that ribbon, I would doubt. What do you mean? No. But ribbon trading is really fun at offkai. If you guys ever have the chance of going, to anyone who hasn't gone, it's so fun. The experience at offkai is genuinely so fun. It's however fun you want it to be, basically. It's so fun. Like I don't know. I keep saying it, but I can't emphasize how good of a time you can have offkai. Even if you just go on your own, like even if you just go with one friend, like you can have the time of your life there. There's so many things to do, basically. Not gonna lie, I've only heard that joke in the Mario voice. Like, let me. No wait, how does Mario sound? Oh, I was gonna go oh, but I was like, wait, that's Mickey Mouse. How does? Let's wait. No, oh yeah, he goes like, let's go, right? It's like let me see them. Let me see. Wait, how do you say it in the Mario voice? Is it let me No, I can't do it. Let me see them. I cannot do it. I need it. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm literally laughing trying to imagine how to say it. Wait, let me get the mental space of Mario. You mean from like Mario Luigi, right? Like that Mario, right? The plumber, right? Mr. Nintendo Mario, right? Let me see them. Oh, okay. Wait, how does his voice sound again? Let's go, right? Let's hold on. Let me let me I literally can't do it. Wait, let me see them. I can't. I'm laughing more than I can read it. I can't do it. So unserious. I literally I can't do it. I'm crying. I mean, I could try, but I live in Mexico. I don't know how I can go there without being questioned. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie. It's a bad time even for me. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe not the worst, but I the fear of it is real. I mean, if you ever get a chance, who knows? Offkai can definitely be after whatever the fuck is going on in the United States right now. So if you do get a chance ever, you should go. Kiayama-san is on something. No, I'm just high on life, I swear. I don't. I'm serious, guys. When I tell you I don't do anything, like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything, I don't eat anything, right? Like that I'm not supposed to, basically. I am genuinely high on life. I freaking love her. No, I swear. Like, how do you say it? How do you say it without laughing? It's like, oh my gosh, it's giggle time. No, it's hard. You look at, imagine this is my perspective. I am sitting at my desk, I am staring at my model, right? I'm making eye contact with my model as I'm trying to say it. How do you do that? How do you do that without laughing? Flashbacks to that on hiatus chat thought they had got. Oh my god. Okay, little for anyone who didn't know me before Kiayama, right? When I was a little indie, right? When I was back in the day, right? I say back in the day, it was not that long ago, but back in the day, right? I went on hiatus. I have a thing where I'm really bad at communicating if I'm on hiatus or not. So I went on hiatus for a while. I didn't upload or post anything. I was just like doing my thing. I was really busy with things, and then I came back from my stream, and literally all my chatters, all my regulars, Turkey was there to witness it. Everyone was like, we thought you got by ice. I was like, no, what the hell? It was so crazy that like people legitimately thought I got taken, I got scooped, and I'm like, no, I'm fine. I have my papers, thankfully. I'm always carrying around some form of like citizenship, you know, like to kind of have that fear, but it was legitimately so funny to like, maybe not funny, but well, I don't know. I thought it was really funny in that moment for people to be like, I'm like, oh my god, that's such a real possibility, but also no, like that did not happen to me, but people thought that happened to me. Oh my god. I feel like this is a good time for me to officially end stream. I will learn. Maybe I'll post a little video of me going, let me see you. I can't say it. I cannot say it. But maybe I'll post a little short video of like me trying to say it with like me drawn as like Mr. Mario Nintendo, whatever the last. Does he have a last name? Is it just Mario? Is it just Super Mario? Is Super his first name? Does he have? Hold on, actually, no. I'm gonna search this up. Let me search it up real quick. Does Mario have a last name? Yes, in the Mario universe, Mario's full name is. What the fuck? Mario's full name is Mario. While there's still some initial back and forth about whether he has a last name, it is ultimately confirmed by Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator, that Mario and Luigi's last name is indeed Mario. That's not real. That can't be. That's Mario. What the hell? That is so anticlimactic. I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know. I had no idea what I was expecting. That. What the heck? Oh, I understand now. If you need somewhere to stay, I'll have a free room. No, it's okay. I mean, thankfully, I have like loving family also on the other side, in the neighboring countries. You know, like that I can go to. Worst case, what I would struggle with is like the language. Like me imagine poor little Kiayama going down the streets trying to communicate in my broken ass Spanish. Like I would be able to understand exactly what they're saying, and me responding back would be like, Like I'd be so quiet. I'm so quiet in Spanish. Like I'm such a talkative person in English. The moment I have to speak Spanish, I'm so shy. I can't say anything. But yeah. Just sent you the Mario meme. Practice your Nintendo Mario Lamau. Practice. Wait, did you? Oh, you sent it to me on Where'd you send it to me? Oh wait, hold on, let me hear it. Let me listen to this. Let me see that. That's so hard because you have to get into the voice to say it. That's so hard. Oh my god. Let me see that. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Oh my god. But yeah. Yeah, I think for right now, is a good probably a good time to like end the stream. At least on a good note. It's like 11 p.m. here, so I should definitely like get some rest and everything. Especially because I have my kind of second day of work tomorrow. Kind of. I say second day of work. I've been gone for like 2 weeks, but you know. But yeah, I think. Wait, I haven't posted my schedule yet, so I know my manager's gonna like get mad because he even at me at Discord today being like, don't forget to post your schedule, and I was like, okay, I will, and I have not posted my schedule yet. Let me tell you guys real quick what my schedule's gonna look like, and then I'll also post. I will for sure do it by tomorrow at least. Let me see. Let me look at my calendar real quick. Let me pull it up really fast. I have. Okay, so I have. Oh my god, it's tomorrow. I forgot. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. is Oathbound's anniversary stream because we've been streaming officially for about a month. Saf and Malin more than me technically because I was gone for 2 weeks, but it's our 1 month anniversary. So Sapphire and Malin and I will be streaming tomorrow. I will stream on Twitch. It's gonna be it's actually gonna be like a community event if I remember right. We'll be streaming with the community. It's gonna be I think Jackbox, Scriblio, and I'm blanking on the last game. Something. I guess it's gonna be a surprise for you guys. But yeah, it's tomorrow. So yeah, we'll be playing those games. Shoot, I'm trying to remember the last game. It's definitely a game. But yeah, so it's gonna be tomorrow, 6 p.m. or at least 6 p.m. my time. I think if you go Midwestern time, it's gonna be at 8 p.m. and I think Eastern time it's at 9 p.m. So if you guys would like to play with me or anything, you know, or play with Maylin and Saf as well, because they also have amazing communities and they're also really funny, amazing content creators. You guys have a chance to play with us. I'll ask for more details. I think Maylin actually made a post about it. Let me double check. If she did make a post, I will link that post so you guys have more information on it real fast. I should have had this ready, but I did not. Maylin. Let me see here. I think she did make a post. Oh, she did. Okay, perfect. I will send you guys the link real quick, so that way you guys are also able to reference this. We have the same time zone. Yeah, nice. It's always so hard. Here's the post, by the way, if you guys want to reference it. This is Maylin's post about it. But yeah, it's always so hard. I'm not gonna lie. I don't find a lot of people who are on the same time zone as me. So when I'm making like plans with people, I always have to specify like this is PST, because like I think literally all my friends are like, almost all my friends are EST time zones. I'm like behind everyone. But yeah, so that's tomorrow, and then I'm not gonna, for sure, July 2nd, I'm not streaming. I will be busy all day. I will be busy completely all day. If you guys don't know what's happening on July 2nd, it is the Jurassic World Rebirth premiere. I am watching that. I'm literally waking up, going to work, straight to the movies after, coming home, and then probably watching like TikToks maybe, and then going to bed. That's my plan on Tuesday. I will not be disturbed on Tuesday. I'm watching it. I don't care if it sucks. I don't care if it's good. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna like my dinosaurs. But yeah, and then what else? And then I will be on Twitch on I think Tuesday, tomorrow, and Thursday I will be on Twitch. I think this whole week I'm gonna be on Twitch. I'm pretty sure, besides today, because today was kind of like a surprise gorilla stream. Yeah, because 2 p.m. Sorry, not 2 p.m. My friend Haven on Twitch, she's gonna be streaming a bunch of different games. It's gonna be like a little event basically. Like if I remember right, she's just celebrating like the 3-day weekend, like with 4th of July and everything. So once I come home from work, I'm basically gonna jump into it. I think I'll probably end up joining like 6 p.m. my time. So same thing for like all the Oathbound anniversary, like 6 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. Central Time, and then 9 p.m. EST. Oh my god, there we go. And we'll be playing different games. So we'll play like Golf with Friends. I think I'm trying to remember the other game. I know there's other games on there. I just can't think of what they are, but we'll play all them. And then what else? I'll be streaming on Friday too. I should just post my calendar. I should have just had a calendar ready, but I kept procrastinating. But on 4th of July, I will be streaming at 8 a.m. my time. And then you guys can do the conversions in your head for the rest of the times, right? But I'll be streaming at 8 a.m. on Twitch with Yami. I don't know if he's still here. I don't know if he's doing his own thing. But we'll be playing Keep Talking and No One Blows Up. I think it's what the game's called, right? It's the bomb detonation one. It's gonna be a lot of yelling. There's gonna be a lot of yelling. That's for sure. Either I'm gonna get yelled at or I'm gonna be yelling, one of the two. But yeah. So that's how the schedule's looking like so far. And then I'll probably throw in like a stream maybe on Saturday, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure just yet. Because I know I have my games. Because I want to catch up with Vampire Therapist, and then I said I was gonna play Angels of Death and Ib, but then I also want to keep playing Sims. So I have to figure out my schedule. I have to figure out like when I'm gonna play all these games. Dino fact. Wait, I learned a dino fact recently, and I thought it was really cool. Hold on. I'm trying to think of where I learned this dino fact. Because if I remember where I learned it, I'll remember what it is. I forgot what the fact was. I had learned this really sick ass fact, and I totally forgot what the fact is. And I'm actually genuinely mad because I have to look back to see. Oh, I know. Oh, I remember. The hold on, I always butcher that. Parasaurolophus. Is that the dinosaur? I'm gonna say this slow. I always fuck up the name. Say it. The Parasaurolophus. The Parasaurolophus is the only dinosaur that we know today that we know exactly how it sounds, because we were able to, because that, if you guys know the dinosaur I'm talking about, it has like a, I don't want to say the horn, but the long attachment kind of in the back of its head, and so they learned that giant attachment in its head is like mainly empty. It was full of airways, basically, right? And so they were able to like figure out like, oh, if we blow air into this, we can basically mimic how it sounded, right? So paleontologists were able to like recreate enough of the head to kind of get the same density and everything, and they blew air into the skull of it, basically, and they were able to get like a honking sound. And so they know that this dinosaur made a honk sound, which makes sense because it's like a duck-billed kind of dinosaur. And dinosaurs are closely related to birds, right? So it just kind of makes sense. So the Parasaurolophus is the only dinosaur to date right now that we know exactly how it sounded. Every other dinosaur we can only guess, or we can only hint, or we can only like assume. But yeah, I think it's super neat. Like, I had seen videos say like this is how it sounded, right? But I always kind of doubted like, how do we know? But after I saw the explanation of like how we knew, I was like, oh, actually that's really sick that we were able to find that out. So yeah, cool dinosaur fun fact, you know. I keep talking, nobody explodes. They're pretty cool. I'll be 100% dying laughing. Parasaurolophus. Yeah, that one. Dino goes quack. It basically does. It goes quack but really loud. But yeah, okay. I am gonna officially end stream here. I went through my schedule. I'll post it officially so you guys can see. But that's kind of how the week is gonna look like for now. And yeah, and then going back at least to my earlier points, by the way, like I said, if you guys want to see any additional content, like specific content you guys want to see from me, like that I'm able to do safely and able to do without like dying of embarrassment, let me know. I'm interested in seeing what you guys want to see from me, basically. But yeah. I remember I used to watch Dino King, amazing anime. I've actually never watched the anime. I always watch like dinosaur from like Disney or like other dinosaur movies, but just never the dinosaur animes. But yeah, I will go ahead. I will end stream here, and I will see everyone tomorrow. I'll see everyone tomorrow. But alrighty, have a good rest of your night, day, morning, evening, everything else in between, back and forth, up and down, and have a good one. See you everyone. Goodbye. Later. Bye bye.